I was listening to a few podcasts and a few videos on social media, like we often do. And I heard quite a bit of people like, well, I love to just lay in bed in the morning. I don't want to get out of bed. Even in some training courses that I looked at, and like how to get out of bed in the morning, I don't know. I mean, once in a great while, that might be a challenge if the weather is really low pressure or something. But otherwise, if I lay in bed, it's to like capture the moment when I wake up, to think about what I'm gonna do. And what I've been doing for many years is I wake up and I use a technique of breathing that I learned from Tony Robbins back in actually 1991. And I've been using that ever since. And it's maybe the equivalent, but it feels better to drinking maybe 5 or 6 cups of coffee when we infuse our brains with oxygen by deep breathing, holding it, and then exhaling it. And it's a simple count that I first heard from Tony. I'm sure he heard it from someplace else. And that's what we do. We're messengers. And so inhaling at a ratio of 1, holding 4, exhaling 2. So if you inhale to the count of 7, hold it to the count of 28, exhale through your mouth, breathing in through your nose, but exhaling through your mouth. And you can take it a step further where you're breathing in positive, charged ions. See them. See yourself charging up with ions, positive ions, and exhaling the negative. And this, while you're laying in bed, I do it about 6 repetitions, sometimes 8. I mean, I make sure I do at least 6, because around 5 I get this waking sensation. It doesn't matter. I mean, I don't just do it when I'm sleeping or when I'm waking up from sleeping, but I thought, what a good time and what a good way to start the day. Why do I need to wait to clear my lungs and put some fresh air? So depending where I am in the time of the year, I mean, I'll open my window and actually allow the fresh air from outdoors to come in and charge my body with that and charge my brain. It's amazing, and I'm sure plenty of people are doing it out there. Maybe they aren't. But I want to share that because it's just done wonders in my day. So then I get up and maybe I go and I wash my face, brush my teeth, and I do a stretch, and it's a kick. Like I touch the floor and I reach for the ceiling. I just bend over and I do twists. I do stretches, the Taibo stretches. I mean, I extracted a lot of movements from Billy Blank's Taibo. So I get almost a sweat in 9 or 10 minutes. And Billy Blanks, he says, look, no excuse. I got videos for everything. 8 minutes, 20 minutes, 45 minutes. So with an intro. And now he's got a lot more. I mean, he just loaded it. It's complicated. It's fancy. It's new clothes. It's all the upscale stuff, which is not my goal. My goal is to feel good. And yeah, like good clothes, whatever. But the point is, we can go wherever we want. Take it as far as you want. You go extreme if you want. So Pam, my wife, never did any of this. And then she used to watch me in the winter because it's cold outside and you don't want to go outside and sweat. So I'm doing that before I went to work, before I went to my office. And then she's watching, and then she slowly did it. And I just ended up doing the 20-minute basic all the time. Once in a while, the 8-minute quick if I was feeling pressed for time. But then she picked up the advanced 45 minutes. I mean, after a year or a half a year, she's like, I come in Saturday, she's doing this intense workout, and it's something I don't do. She does it. I row hard in my boat and I row hard on my bike, but I'm not kind of that type of exercise person where that cardio, I push that hard. But I do love the 20 minutes. So I compress it down to 10 minutes and I am charged. Once I do that breathing and I do those little bit of exercises, I did it on a TV show. Actually, the TV station is 1623. And they kept some of the videos of the programs I did in 2017, but I did that. But I also, when I go working out, like I ride my bike with weights on my wrist, freehand, and I work my uppers and my lowers with 5-pound weights on my wrists. So I'm pumping, and when I lived in the hut on an island, pretty much, I would go to the top of this hill and look out over the ocean and use those weights and do the same thing with the weights a little longer. And really, that's where I kind of pushed it. But I just do things what feel good, and that's the real key. You want to do what feels good to you. I mean, there's all kinds of exercise programs. Oh, I got to get fit. I want to lose weight. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want more energy. But, you know, if it doesn't feel good, if it doesn't like sync with your energy, it's a struggle. It's a fight. I mean, you hear or maybe heard of someone who is running every day and they run so many miles, they run so hard, and then they die of a heart attack. Well, you don't need that kind of stress in your exercise. I mean, there's just over trying, over producing, over everything. You know, that's like maniac stuff, and it's not necessary. I mean, some people have a pleasure in it, and it resonates with them, and my hat's off to them. I mean, it's like whatever floats your boat. So you gotta be aware of that. Most importantly, it's the awareness. Because if you're really wanting to get into, I mean, I've been doing this stuff since I came to Thailand. I watched a girl before I watched Billy Blanks in the park doing this kicking, this bending, this stretching, and I go, wow, that looks pretty cool. By the lakeside, downtown in Bangkok, in Lumpini Park, where I rode the boat also, and I saw her and I just modeled her, and I've been doing it ever since. And it just gets everything moving, quick, short, fresh, and you feel charged and you feel alive. And I just think it doesn't have to be, oh, I got to go to the gym. And, you know, some people that's really good, like my daughter, she loves the gym. Me, I don't like the gym. And we all got to live into our own space. And that's the big trick to being successful at whatever it is you want to accomplish. You got to do what resonates with you, not the struggle. I talked about this before. You don't want to struggle. You want to make it an adventure. So when I ride my bike, I ride along the seacoast, and I stop and I eat some rose hips, and I have some rose hip flowers, and I deep breathe there. And I really can crank. I can put on some speed on that bicycle. Anywhere in the world I go. I mean, I did it in England. I have a bike here in Thailand. When I was in Florida, I have a bike there. In New England, we have bikes. So just a ride up the hill, up to the beach, pumping, hands-free, up the hill, 10 o'clock at night while everybody's watching TV, like that charges me. And it's not always 10 o'clock at night. I mean, of course, it's any time of the day. I don't have a set schedule. When I'm ready, I go. And when I'm not ready, sometimes I still go. Because I know how good I feel after. even if I don't want to do it. I'm like, I don't really feel it, but I do it. And the payoff is always, 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 without question, the upside. Just, I would say, a magical moment. Another magical moment when you can find that, lock into it, live into it, carry it with you every day, and make your life a journey, an adventurous journey, not a stressful, challenging struggle. That's living into life the way I see it. So I invite you to enjoy your life. It's that simple. Just enjoy your life. I did a little post the other day. I got some accolades, and it's wear life like a loose garment. Otherwise, you can do the opposite and get the straitjacket. Peter from Peterstone. Enjoy your day, your night, your moment. The sun's out here in Thailand. Finally, after a couple of weeks of clouds.